The following segment is sponsored by the Pigeon Network.
Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. That moment it feels like your heart stops, losing track of your kids, whether it's at the mall, the grocery store, or in the case of our next guest, Safari Sam's. Well, it happened to him, and one father decided to do something about it. He's here today with his new invention, Pigeon. We welcome the founder and CEO, Jon Marson is here. Jon, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, take me back to Safari Sam's, that moment when you couldn't find your child. Walk me through.
Right. So I mean, every parent's had the problem, right? You know, you're out in some public space, and they're small, they're fast, and they disappear into crowds. Yeah. Safari Sam's is one of those classic places. You know, there's tons of places to climb, slide, and hide.
And hide,
right?
yes.
Right. And so we're doing the birthday party thing in the back room. Mm-hmm. The kids are running amok at Safari Sam's, and it's time to go. So we pack up the troops, and I've got my 2-year-old and my 6-year-old, but I can't find my 4-year-old.
Oh. I know, I have 3 as well, and it's happened, not at Safari Sam's, but you know, you're at the mall, they go under those racks, and you can, they're playing, and they're the only one playing the game.
Right.
And you don't know where they are, so what did you do?
Well, so lap 1, you're not too worried. You figure that they're hiding somewhere. Lap 2, you get a little more nervous, and lap 3, you're like recruiting.
Absolutely.
You're like about yay tall, blonde hair, brown eyes, cute as a button, and you start to think about the things that parents freak out about. You know, if let's say, worst case scenario, someone grabbed them and they're heading out the front door, right? And let's say he's kicking and screaming. Let's say you see a guy walking out the front door of Safari Sam's with a kid over his shoulder kicking and screaming. Would you stop him?
Not necessarily, because the kids never want to leave a place like Safari Sam's.
You assume they're melting down. So this is like going through my head. And I did find him. He got stuck.
I hope you found him, okay.
And so I pull him down, and we're heading out, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's got to be some way to know where your kid is.
Right.
And so you go, look, your options are kind of limited. You could give them a cell phone.
At 4?
At 4, right? Which is ridiculous. I mean, no one's going to do that.
Exactly.
The other option you've got is to give them like a GPS watch.
Okay.
Which is also, when you see on a small kid's wrist, it's kind of ridiculous. They're like $100 to $300. The deal killer for me is there's like a monthly contract.
True.
So a monthly contract, really expensive, and it doesn't work inside anyway.
So what'd you do?
Well, so I'm thinking there's got to be some way to find your kids. And I realized the problem with like cell phones and GPS watches is that they can locate themselves.
Okay, right.
If we rip the location side out of that and put it somewhere else, you can make the devices smaller, cheaper, and cool for kids. And so we created this. All this is a cool fitness tracker.
Okay, yeah, it looks very sleek.
But what it does is it actually broadcasts a Bluetooth packet, which this thing listens for. So these get installed in Safari Sam's or wherever you take your kids.
Oh, I see. So that's not for the parent to carry around.
Right.
That's for
this just lives in the business, and this does the locating for you. So this device becomes cheap and cool.
Yes,
and
we like that.
Parents get the location, and then we realized that, okay, for that to exist, people have to have a better reason to wear this than just like location.
Right, yeah.
So what we found is, well, you've got a fitness tracker on your wrist, and we're talking about families. And so there's a new approach to this, which is like the idea of family fitness. So we created this family app where the families, they get to set a goal. So you can see that we're working towards bowling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so this
and
is
so you can see the
everybody's sharing? Is this a sharing app?
So we all agree on setting a family goal.
Look at your beautiful
So
family.
we're working towards bowling. You see the total progress and steps.
Okay.
And individual contributions. So that everyone's got a fitness tracker. And we're all working towards a goal, right? So we commit to 7,000 steps a day or whatever you set, right? And you work toward it every day. And when you achieve your goal, you celebrate together, and you know. So it's a family bonding tool. But
and
the thing
it's a
that's cool,
safety tool.
Exactly. Well, it's a reason to have the safety tool, right? I mean, the reason is the safety and security, but you have to have a reason to wear it other than safety and security.
Well, this is fantastic, and we want to hear more about it. I don't think it's available just yet, but we know that you're getting it ready.
Right. So we're launching Kickstarter February 15th.
Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. For more information, we want you all to call 972-205-2347, and be sure to follow them on Instagram. All the information's on your screen, and we'll have it for you as well on our website at KATU.com. Jon, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
And I'm glad you found your son. I'm really glad. All right, coming up next, I'm heading back into the kitchen to make shrimp and grits. It's going to be so good, so come on back.